name is Sarah McKinney, and I get to lead the Athens Area Community Foundation. And I'm a little nervous because I think I'm that happy, and I probably had a half of a mimosa. But this room is exactly what I would hope it looks like. It's just good people who care about our community. And each of you hear opinions every day. You walk about our community, opinions about homelessness and housing and mental health and substance use and puppies and kittens and sidewalks and art. And what I know is that your giving negates many opinions and makes our community so much better. I want to bring welcome to you. I want to thank our past board and our current board of directors. If you have been on our board or on our board, please raise your hand. They're here. Thank you guys so much. You're a blessing to us. I want to thank my incredible co-workers. If you are one of my 5, 6, 7 with fellow co-workers, please raise your hand. Thank you. And I want to thank each of you for being so generous in your community, and generosity is all about time and talent and treasure. 15, 26, and 29. 15 years we've been in business as the Athens Area Community Foundation. $26 million represents the amount of money that has been given in our community in the last 15 years alone. And $29 million is the amount of assets we manage today. You'll see the double hockey sticks graphs come up in a minute. 7 years ago, when I was sitting in my chair and I was brand new at the Athens Area Community Foundation, I remember a really distinct moment wondering, what in the world is our purpose? If it's just simply to give money, what does that mean? Everybody can give money to the nonprofits they love. And it became very clear to me when a mentor at the Atlanta Community Foundation says you always must focus on your community leadership. What is it that you do because people like the Wiggins and the Hughes and the Friedlanders invest in your mission? Who are we becoming in our community because you said yes to opening a fund or donating to us? And 7 years ago, 15 years ago, we started doing exactly what that board imagined. And that double hockey sticks graph that you'll see pop up in just a minute, we are not about just building an asset upon which we sit. We are building an asset that will support this community 100 plus years from now, but that is on fire about giving today, caring about the urgency of today, caring about the good of today. 15, 26, and 29 represents community leadership like our nonprofit training series, our Ready, Set, Go board training, our emergency assistance fund we have done with United Way, our Nonprofit of the Year program. It's the consultation we do with nonprofits every day when we listen and we provide suggestions on stewardship and fundraising and board development. It's the way we listen and show up in community. And it's the way that we are just starting to scratch the surface on what it means to be an incredible community foundation. But it's not the numbers, it's the stories. Like Tawana Maddox with Destin Inc. last summer, who received an incredible city grant that was going to be delayed by about 12 weeks. She had a robust program ready to roll, and she was just short a little bit getting started. She said, I prayed in the middle of the night. I knew I could call the community foundation, and within 24 hours, we extended her a loan from one of our funds. And the day Tawana received her grant from the government, she walked in with that check and paid it back. And multiple kids are better readers. It's like Sarge and Ariana right here. If you walk Sarge up just a little bit. Sarge is a service dog that Phoebe and April Hughes sponsored. And Sarge is being raised by this wonderful UGA med student, and he will go on to be a service dog one day. But Phoebe and April were able to use their fund to make Sarge a reality. And it's like the playground up off of North Ave behind the arch where we had a massive community emergency this week. But there's a playground at the Athens Area Homeless Shelter where there was not any place for kids to play. And one of our fund holders wanted a neat project, and we connected her with the arch folks up off of North Ave and the homeless shelter. And she made a grant to make the biggest and best playground in Athens happen in a place where kids only had a street to play in. So it's our 15th anniversary, and today is about giving back. It's not about just celebrating us. It's about what it means to give. And being a giver is all about the root word of philanthropy. And philanthropy truly has nothing to do with money. The root word of philanthropy means the love of mankind. So each of you is a philanthropist. Don't make philanthropy the elitist word that this community foundation is not. Make philanthropy part of your everyday life. And today I'm so excited to share that we've mobilized over $100,000 in this room alone. $25,000 for local nonprofits. P.S. If you're a fund holder, play a putt-putt hole, put your name next to the poster. You can write on the poster with a marker. We'll make a grant from your fund today, but every single nonprofit here today is taking at least a $1,000 grant home. I'm also pleased to share. And then a real quick story, and I'll wrap this up. Jim Newland asked me about 3 years ago, he said, what's something that we could do together? And when he asked that, what he meant was, what was something that we could bring foundation fund holders together and do? And I was listening to an Andy Stanley podcast about Do for One, and somebody, my mentor, Steve Hollis, asked me then later at breakfast, he said, what's the one thing that you would do with money if you could? And I said, I'd give one person a house. And he said, well, why don't we do that? We brought 15 fund holders together at $5,000 apiece, and we're donating a home to Athens Area Habitat for Humanity in the New Market Street. So when we talk about being a trusted community leader, a trusted guide for local nonprofits, and a trusted partner for local organizations, and a trusted guide for giving, we want to be an impartial, apolitical, exciting guide for you to give. And it's not that we have favorites. There's 592 nonprofits in this community alone, over 2,000 in our 6 county footprint. It's that we want to connect you where your family values, your business values, your personal values mean the most. And we're going to know the nonprofits and help you feel great about that. As I wrap up, in the next 15 years, you're going to hear us talk about how you can give to, through, and with our community foundation. You can give to our community foundation, helping us bolster our community leadership activities like our board training. You can give with our community foundation. You can also give through it, opening one of our family funds like Creature Comforts or WMA Engineering with John and Amy Williams. You can open a fund for a nonprofit like Family Promise. There's so many ways to engage with us. And then lastly, you can give with us. You're going to hear us start talking about our community giving fund, named for Steve Jones and Lillian Kinsey. We'll be launching a nonprofit revolving loan fund where nonprofits can apply for emergency assistance if a freezer goes out at the local shelter, for example. You're only seeing us just get started. Today, my call to action is incredibly simple. The world is often dark, and you can be the light that we all need. Every one of us needs a little light. And I want you to be reminded of your generosity and the root cause, the root word of philanthropy, which is simply the love of mankind. And the reminder that we all, each of us, has 2 incredible gifts to give. Time, and your time is finite, is one, and love, and your love is infinite, and it's the other. So be a great giver, and when you want suggestions in connection, or you just want an opinion, give us a call. And if a dollar never touches our door, but you feel connected to a local nonprofit in our community, we're pumped about that. Now at 11:30, we're going to have line dancers from our nonprofit of the year, the Athens Community Council on Aging, up here. True story. Sean in the back, wherever Sean, there he is. Sean is offering rides in the wagon and the convertible. Just the convertible, excuse me. If you want to ride in the convertible, see Sean. You can also get in the wagon. Just ask if kids or with their adults. No beverages in the wagon. If you're a fund holder, put your name next to a nonprofit. Ask one of my coworkers if they have an opinion about something. Spread the word, grab a biscuit, have a good time, and just be a light. Thank you for being here today.